That's right. I'm going to the Golden State Warriors.
Mm-mm-mm.
And you, man, now there was another team I could have went with, and then if I would have went with that team, Cole Johnson would have had a smile on his face from ear to ear because I'm pretty sure he would have had a whole lot to say about a certain point guard that is there.
Yes.
But
Mm-hmm.
these guys here, I don't know what's going on.
No, I understand. They started 6-2 and has gone since
I
then.
don't know what's
So
going
yeah,
on.
makes
So here
sense.
we go. 6-7 on the year. They are ranked eighth in the Western Conference right now, scoring 112 points a game, which is 17th in the league.
Hmm.
We're talking Golden State Warriors here. When the 17
Right,
ranked in scoring ever comes out.
right, right.
Fourth in rebounding, okay. Ninth in assists, and 12th in opponents' points per game at a 112.1.
For a small team, that's not bad for rebounding.
Yeah, exactly. But yet again, we're talking about the Golden State Warriors. There's a standard that they set here.
Of course.
A standard.
Mm-hmm.
This is the 13 games that they played.
Mm-hmm.
It's the last four I want to look at. You lost.
Well, at least they gave the Nuggets a run.
Then you had the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's when Draymond Green decided it was a great idea to throw Donovan Mitchell into the stands.
And I forgot the Warriors got swept this year by the Cavs already. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you got swept by Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. As somebody else would say, the Cleveland Cadavers.
Cadavers.
Back to back losses to the Minnesota Timberwolves was like it's that second one I'm gonna dive into a little more,
Oh, the second loss. Yeah.
and then just last night. By the way, the last four games, well, guess where they was at?
In San Francisco. Chase Summer. Comfy home confines. Not so comfy.
See, last year when I got on you, it was about the damn road. Why the heck you can't win on the road? This year, you can't win at home.
Mm, that's a shame.
So we figure out we can win. We figured out how to win on the road. Now we can't win at home. What is going on here?
Mm, mm, mm.
Did I miss something during the offseason?
No.
I mean, you got rid of the headache that was Jordan Poole. You sent his butt to freaking Washington. And he's not doing well in Washington. Say that. You brought in Chris Paul, but Chris Paul, he's still learning. I'm just gonna say that.
Well, also, even though he can score, the one thing he does best is distribute. And that's not really what you truly need. Although, look, if you get a point guard that can distribute, it's great, and he'll find a way to assimilate with the team. So I'm not worried about him fitting with the team. It just wasn't the biggest dire need that you needed to have fulfilled.
So yeah, I'm like I'm saying, he's still learning, even though he's
Hmm.
been in the league for almost 20 years.
Hmm.
He's still learning. Usually, he is the point guard of the team. It's like the
Hmm.
first time he's not the point guard of the team. So he has to learn not only the team but the new role.
Hmm.
Okay, and I know you're gonna say, "Hey, Steph is out right now." Steph ain't the damn problem.
Steph is the least of their problems.
Steph is like last on the chain list.
I mean, the dude is scoring. The problem with that is
These
there isn't anybody scoring with
is
him.
these two right here. The same two that been with Steph Curry from the start.
Well, come on. So you can't fault Clay. I mean, he's still trying to recover from his injuries. And as for Sasquatch on the other side, he thinks NBA games are MMA contests.
Great, great segue, sir. That's who I'm starting with first. Freaking Draymond Green. Oh my! Oh my God, dude. First, no, first, journalism hat. NBA suspended Draymond Green for 5 games for a dangerous headlock on Rudy Gobert. The NBA came out with a statement saying why they did it, and mainly stating that the further in furthering making the altercation happen on the court and forcefully grabbing Rudy Gobert by his neck in a unsportsmanlike manner.
Hmm.
That's what the NBA said on why he got suspended, which added on with his history and then Klay Thompson and Jaden McDaniel, who I started with Klay Thompson, by the way, which I'll get to him later when I get done with Draymond Green.
Hmm. Hmm.
They got fined and whatnot and things like that. But what in your right mind, Draymond, made you think this was okay?
Treating Rudy Gobert like Jody and the baby
I'm
boy.
happy people can laugh about that and make joke about it. But do y'all really understand what kind of headlock Rudy Gobert is in right now? He is in a rear naked chokehold. The dangerous chokehold you can be in. The least thing you would think you will be in an NBA game is that one.
And poor Gobert, when you look at him when he is in the chokehold, you see his eyes. He's like, oh my gosh, what is happening here? Oh, this sucks. Get me out of it. I mean, he actually had that look on his face.
Because when you're in a rear naked chokehold, you can't get out. Especially with somebody the size of Draymond Green.
Hmm.
Part of the only reason why you want to get 5 games Draymond because Rudy Gobert was not injured. He ain't suffered no type of damages. Because trust me, if he would have had any type of damages, oh, your butt would have been on the level of party what John Morant got right about now. You didn't even go after Jaden McDaniels, who started this damn thing. First off, Steve Kerr initially came out and said, well, Gobert grabbed Klay. That's why Draymond reacted. So at the point when Steve Kerr said, he was like, I can understand why if you watch the video, which Steve Kerr had to go back and watch the video and realize Gobert wasn't even trying to do anything but separate the two. It just so happened to be Klay Thompson was the closest individual to him when this altercation started.
Hmm.
What in Draymond's mind made him think, let me put Gobert in the rear naked chokehold? I don't. We seen Draymond do a lot of stupid stuff and a lot of dangerous stuff. This one right
Just ask
here,
Jordan Poole's chin.
this one right here, tip of the iceberg.
But we seen him do a lot of super stuff. Just ask Jordan Poole's chin. But uh, I I get that he was trying to be the enforcer type. I understand that. I understand why he was trying to do it. It does not make it right, and it's not justifiable because if you're going to be an enforcer of that sort, be peacemaker in the process too. You have to understand your presence on the court means a whole lot more than you putting a player in a rear naked choke and getting kicked out of the game, and you barely had what, a minute or two off the clock. I would understand if Draymond, I would understand if you're a rookie. I would understand if you're in the second year and you'd be like, okay, you're amped, you're hyped, you want to rep for your team, and you pull something stupid like that. This is your 12th year, dude. 12th year in the league means you have been to the mountaintop and back. You've tasted defeat in June. You tasted success in June. And you have also tasted being suspended because you did some stupid things, and the NBA officer said you can't act this way.
DeMontis Sabonis, anybody?
but you still want to do stupid crap. I mean, on my show, you would be awarded the Dolt of the Week. On Mentality, you would be called an effing moron. But neither one really suits you because, unfortunately, my man, you're reprobate. You keep wanting to do it. Like you keep wanting to kick people in the groin. If it wasn't Steven Adams in 2016, or if it wasn't the Fro this past week. I mean, you still, or I should say, or you having it done to you, like I think someone did to you. But you still want to just be amped for all the wrong reasons. And if you continue to do this, I dare say, when people ask, well, is Draymond a Hall of Famer? More and more people will say no because they'll think of you being an idiot on the court more than being the guy who leads his team in assists. So before you say that we don't do our homework, Mr. New Media, we know the sport, dude. That's the reason why we're on your neck. You're too important to pull crap like that and have your presence be missing. But you don't give a crap about that. Prove me wrong, please.
I'm glad you said that because the first game he was suspended was last night. Look how
Mm-hmm.
badly OKC walked in there and whooped that behind.
Yeah, because his presence was not the presence of being the enforcer the right way, the presence of a rebounder, and on the opposite end, like I always say, Stephen Curry is the quintessential king of the hockey assist. Draymond is the most important reason as to why that's the case. Because he goes to the high post, sees the ball, and he makes a decision as to where to go, who's going to get the ball. When you're gone off the court, Draymond, nobody fits that role. As you can see, your team, you hanging them out to dry, get whooped by 19 at home. Thanks to you being stupid and putting Rudy Gobert in a headlock, in a chokehold. I'm sorry.
Before I get to my next problem, for those of you who don't understand, and Cole is a fighting fan, he loves MMA.
Mm-hmm.
Explain to those who want to act stupid, because
Mm-hmm.
they know those who want to act stupid, and
Mm-hmm.
those who actually don't know
Mm-hmm.
why this hole is so dangerous.
All right. This hold is dangerous because it can cut off windpipe. Just cut it off. And you need to have oxygen rush to your brain. That chokehold, if it's applied with enough force, can kill you. If you don't believe me, research and find it out. There was a guy, I think Staten Island, Eric Garner. He received a chokehold like this from an NYPD police officer, and he died. He kept saying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, until he couldn't any longer and didn't any longer. Guess what move he performed? That one right there. Guess what the NYPD did even before that chokehold was applied? Ban it. So that's why, yeah, we can laugh and say Rudy Gobert's Jody and Draymond's acting like Vin Rames in Baby Boy. But truly, there's no laughing matter because if he tightened that noose a bit and kept it on longer, you would have seen a 7-footer passed out in the middle of the court, and
Not to
that would
mention
not have been pretty.
Not to mention he dragged him about 20 feet.
Yeah. I'm about to say, and dragging him. So, on top of that, if you force back, it'll be harder for a person to breathe that's in that chokehold. So, that is why it's dangerous to have that applied. so dangerous, there is a police force that has banned that particular hold.
Now, hopefully, y'all understand how severe that situation is, and the fact that Draymond only got 5 games because you're lucky to really go there and get injured.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't get injured. But I'm
Because
not surprised he got five, though. I'm not surprised he got five.
that's the only thing I can think of why you ain't get more.
Hmm.
Because if anything else would have happened, you'd have felt it.
Yeah.
Now that I'm done with Draymond and his ridiculous, obnoxious behavior, that for
Yeah,
some
that was
reason
stupid.
Golden State keeps him around and he keeps hurting the team. This is how it all started.
Yeah.
That guy in the white, he's the one who really started it, but it's the
Yeah.
guy in the black that I'm focusing on.
Yeah. Jared McMichael. Uh,
Klay Thompson. We need to have a conversation, sir. Are these Klay Thompson like numbers that I see for this season? Yes, they are.
yes.
Your eyes are not deceiving you, America. Klay Thompson is shooting terribly. He is only scoring 13, 14 points a game. Don't worry. I dove deeper into the statistics to bring you. Like I
Oh,
said,
you're deeper.
I dug deeper.
Oh,
He,
not 40% from the field. Oh,
he's shooting 40% from the field. He's shooting 32.9% from three. Here's the stat code in though. Now, 120-point game.
I'm not surprised though.
You're not.
Mm-mm.
And this man is playing almost 30 minutes a game.
I'm not surprised because the issue I've had with this Warriors club is that they're hanging Steph Curry out to dry. He has to carry the scoring load, and his team is not backing him up thoroughly.
If
Klay
I
Thompson is the biggest reason why.
if I call it was called the Splash Brothers.
Well, in 2024, or I should say November 2023, you called the Splash Brother and the Pond Brother because he ain't making no splashes.
None whatsoever. That is 61 for 152.
I didn't know he was shooting that bad. I can excuse the 33% from three. I know he shot better. I can excuse that. But doggone, 40% from the field though. Jeez.
Now I'm gonna do some live math for y'all. I'm gonna take the 3 points out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So total attempts inside the two is 70. Okay, you got that code 70.
70. Mm-hmm.
72 pointers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's take the mix out the way. So the total makes he has made is 34. We talking 34 for 70 from 2 point range.
So that's not quite 50%. Okay.
48.5%.
Mm-hmm.
You know why it's 48.5%? I can tell you why. Klay Thompson, how many layups you gonna miss, man?
That's why I'm surprised that field goal percentage is 40%.
How many layups you gonna miss?
Because the way the Warriors operate when they do their offense is they do backdoor cuts and everybody is cutting to the basket. So if you know that's the case, there's many opportunities for layups. So for him to shoot 40% from the field, knowing that you said the gimmies are bouncing off the rim, that is problematic.
I understand you had two season-ending injuries. That's why we won't read too much hopping on you as much last season.
You know, need to recover. Yeah.
Come out, bro. What are you doing? And then on top of that, where's the defense? You was a two-way superstar. It'll be times when you ain't got it in the first quarter, in the first half, but defense is on point. And then you had the spectacular third quarter that we all know and love. Defense is falling off. Offense is falling off. What is going on, Klay Thompson? Now you getting in fights and getting kicked out of the game 2 minutes into it. Don't matter if it's your fault or not, you were still involved.
Yeah, dude ripped his jersey off. Got a whole new jersey just to walk off the court.
2 minutes. And even more, if I don't think I put that on. I think this. No, this is the Nets a couple of games. Like you got OKC tomorrow, the same team that whooped y'all last night in the same building. We don't know if Steph's gonna play or not. Oh, and then 2 days after that, you have Mr. Cole Johnson, Houston Rockets. And now we're gonna talk about them in our next segment because I looked at some statistics and I'm like, his NBA season is kicking off, and I think I know the reason why. We might not like the reason why, but then you go to Phoenix. Phoenix already beat you.
Mm-hmm.
You got San Antonio. Who knows what y'all gonna do against that tall alien that they call Victor Wembanyama? He's up and down, but you expect that from a rookie. You go to Sacramento, and you know they won't pay back.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the Clippers to end out the month of November. And I can tell you right now, I'll say it for Cole. Cole wants y'all to beat the brakes off the Clippers.
Yes.
What OKC did to y'all last night, he wants y'all to do to the Clippers on November 30th.
Please. Please.
That way,
Bury
he,
him.
that way he gonna mess with me for another flagrant foul, and I already know what team he gonna choose.
Mm-hmm. I will put afterwards, and I will take no for an answer.
So I already know I got to deal with y'all at some point in time this season. It's coming.
Because the way y'all playing, phew, almost as bad as the Warriors are.
Like I said, y'all were about to be the first one, but this whole situation with Golden State took the cake from you. And I'm pretty sure Cole is not gonna complain why
Mm,
on this one.
zero, zero. You made the right choice.
And
Because
Snowman won't even, because Snowman say fire off.
because the team started off hot, and all of a sudden they just sink like a rock, and I'm falling in the ocean. And as talented and as experienced as this team is, and they haven't really suffered a big time injury, there's no excuse for them to lose like this.
There's none excuse. It's
None,
the Golden
none,
State Warriors.
none.
Last year it was road problems.
And
Road
now, like you
problems.
said, it's now as you said, it's home problems.
This unbelievable with the Golden State Warriors. Truly is. I don't understand it. At least he sat here. See? You see, I waited. I didn't jump on like everybody else beginning of the season, do this, do that, make predictions. Nah, I waited. And when I was ready to go at the Clippers, Golden State had to be Golden State had to do this. So yes, y'all had to get it, okay? Get it together. Steph is left out to dry right now.
Hmm. You should be
Because
ashamed of yourselves to leave that man out to dry like that.
this man is trying his hardest to
Hmm.
keep this unit together. Draymond want to get suspended. Klay getting in fights and can't produce like he's supposed to. Chris Paul is still learning, and Steve Kerr is still like Steve Kerr might be in them in the same situation Tron Lue might be in,
Oh no!
and that's with the players he drafted when he was there.
Oh
Well, not
no!
drafted, but
No! Oh no! Mm.
I'm just saying.
Tyron. I'm almost saying Tyron Lue needs to get out of L.A. But I'm hoping that it's not the same case with Steve Kerr.
I'm just saying. The guys that the founders of this Warriors team, only one is doing something correctly. The other two, I don't know what's going on.
You know what's going on with one of them? Dude acting like a buffoon.
your favorite foul?